What's up? Welcome to your Self-Helpless snack, where we give you a little taste of the Self-Helpless podcast with a mini episode. If you want to dive deeper into this topic, you can find the full episode linked in this episode's description.
I'm excited about mushrooms.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, please tell us about this.
That just can't come fast enough. And I'm talking, for the record, legal mushroom use, psilocybin or psilocybin. People pronounce it different ways. I pronounce it psilocybin. So psilocybin is the main chemical constituent of mushrooms that is being actively researched for lots of problems, but depression is one of the more popular things at the moment. There's some big clinical trials working on it as we speak. The reason I'm excited about it is because what I've seen from preliminary reporting is that there's one study where they're looking at one dose eliminating depressive symptoms, and in another one, 2 doses. So either way, you're talking 1 or 2 doses of this magic that makes not only your depression go away, but it then also has these other effects on your mindset and attitude. It's like, life just looks different. And so that's incredible and hard to believe, but would be life-changing and science mind-blowing, I think, if that really comes to pass. Because you've got minor exposure, you're not needing to take something every single day. And not only does it improve your symptoms, but change your mind, your outlook on life. Could erase negative thinking. I forget now where in the trials the ones that are the most advanced in their research are, like if they're stage 2 versus stage 3. But, it's unfortunately, I think probably some years away, but I don't know how many. But I'm just like, hurry it up, please.
Yeah. I was just going to ask what a normal trajectory is when something is in trial mode, how long it actually takes to be available to the public or in some way to the public.
Well, I know that one of the companies got authorization to fast track, but fast track still means, I want to say 5 or more years versus 10 of clinical trials. I mean, it can really be a long road for a drug to start out at idea to market. That can be really long.
Yeah.
Right. So this was like time travel, getting the authorization to fast track, but it's still slow moving. And we thought, or some people thought, that ketamine would be a similar answer, but it's not really panning out to be as exciting or as treatment changing as we thought. And so ketamine is also, it acts differently in the brain from the standard antidepressants like serotonin enhancing antidepressants and whatnot. It works faster than the antidepressants. Ketamine falls in the kind of hallucinogen category as well, similar to mushrooms. And it has been used as an anesthetic or part of the anesthesia process. Fast forward now, for years, people have used IV ketamine to treat depression. And it works very well. The problem is the effect doesn't last that long. So people will need to go in and get an infusion once a week at least, or a couple of times a week initially, and then kind of keep getting these maintenance treatments. Then they came out with ketamine in an oral form, but it's still a little high maintenance because you've got to go to the doctor's office, kind of like getting a colonoscopy. You got to get a driver, and you got to wait in the office after you've had it for a while before you can drive home. So it's high maintenance to get, and we still don't have a good idea yet of how long someone needs to take it for it to work. But yes, it does work faster as far as kind of snapping away the depression, and it works better. It works very well for treatment-resistant depression, and that's what the drug was FDA approved for. But it's still not, it's still not available readily available to just the average person because the drug is still pretty expensive. And that was kind of a newer approach to addressing depression that people were hopeful for, but it's still not quite kind of panning out to be as helpful as we thought it would be. So now, yeah, the new thing is mushrooms and hurry up.
Wow.
Thank you for tuning in to Self-Helpless. You can find our brand new merch, Patreon community, and other fun goodies at selfhelplesspodcast.com. We'd be thrilled if you left an Apple Podcast review, shared this episode with a friend, or post about it on Instagram and tag us at Self-Helpless Podcast so we could repost you and say hi. As an independently produced show, we sincerely appreciate your support. Thanks, everybody.